Welcome back to another AMC Financial Astrology Update video. DD on AMC, you absolutely cannot get anywhere else. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, Blue Moon and Neptune, and today we're going to go over AMC's moon phase analysis, the SPY's moon phase analysis to guess where the overall chart is, along with GameStop's moon phase analysis. We know AMC, the meme stops, and sometimes even the market. A lot of the times, actually, it follows the moon phases. And this week we have a moon on Thursday. It's going to be an absolute banger.
I think it's going to be very telling as to where we head short term in the market. All right. Thursday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern, we get the Q2 GDP read. This is big. This is very, very big. This tells us basically, are we in a recession as of right now or not?
As you can see, this Thursday on the new moon, we're going to get some serious data that will move the market. So we're definitely going to check out how the moon phase is kind of lining up on the setup to kind of guess where we're going to go based on the algorithm. And we're going to check out the stars for AMC like we always do. If you guys want to go ahead and show me some love, hit that like button. I appreciate it. If you are new here and want to see more DD like this, we drop videos all the time. Check us out by hitting the subscribe button. And if you want to see what I think throughout the week, just check me out at the Market Moonlord Discord or my Twitter. All the links are in the description. Okay, let's get started. Welcome to the Market Moonlord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. The last video that I put out was regarding the full moon, and this is what I said what was going to happen on the SPY. Kind of maybe consolidate or drop a little bit, and then on the full moon reverse back up since maybe we're pricing something in, and then we're ready to head back up. So if we get a little drop Monday, Tuesday, then Wednesday, maybe the algorithm will start going up on that full moon. But okay, so let's just cover that. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, and literally 2 days before the full moon we dropped. All right, negative 0.8, negative 0.53, even 3 days before the full moon. Okay, and then on the actual full moon we started heading up perfectly. Okay, now I also said that the meme stops, and I've been saying this for weeks, are diverging against the SPY. Okay, and so I said that AMC and GameStop look like they could go up on a double phase, but I really doubt that the SPY will do that because it hasn't done that for so long. And I was actually preferring that it dropped and then headed back on that full moon. But AMC and GameStop didn't experience that drop; it just kept going up. So they did go up double phases in a row, which is great. Okay, but the divergence is there. We were calling that out for weeks. Okay, based on the moon phase analysis. But I just want to show you guys how the algorithm is working. Okay, it's not working the same exact way, but it's still following the moon phases. Okay, so now we have the SPY pulled up for this week. All right, like I said, we have the new moon that's going to be on Thursday the 28th, and that's going to be an absolute banger. So what I like about what just happened on the SPY is we did get above the launch pad, which was around this 388 mark. We really need to get above that for us to get any like real momentum for a new phase, which we got that a few days after the full moon. We just started ripping up since that full moon. And of course, you guys know we don't typically go up double phases in a row. So we're within Monday will be within 3 days of that new moon. So we already started dropping into that new moon, which is totally cool with me. It's the same exact setup of the full moon before. Okay, so Monday will be within 3 days. You guys know within 3 days of new moon, full moon, that's when we can start seeing the pop. However, I don't think it's going to happen. I think on Monday and maybe leading into just the new moon in general, we might drop, which is totally fine because I want to see that reverse into the new moon. Okay, so if we do experience this drops early next week into that new moon, in which it does look like that the RSI is going down. We still are above neutral, so it's still strong. We could definitely just start pulling back up. But the MACD is starting to squeeze the other direction as well. But we are hitting that support on the 50-day moving average. But I do think we're going to drop before that new moon, probably test that 388 line again. If we get some serious news on Thursday, we bounce back up, and then I would say this 408 level will be the next level for me on this phase. Okay, if we get bullish news on Thursday on the new moon. If we get bearish news, okay, I do expect us to drop. Again, I think we're going to be around this 388 line anyway, retesting it. And then I do think we will drop. Depending on how bad the news is, the first level of support will be the 376. But if it's like really, really bad, I do think we could even go back down to this 366 level. I don't think we're going to go much further down than that because we do have this trail line. And I could totally see us bouncing in between this 380 and this 366, maybe hitting this trail line around this 374. That's the bearish scenario. Again, if we get the bullish scenario, we're going to break this 408, and then we're going to be looking for a full moon pop, which would be absolutely great because we'll be testing this 420, and then after that, and then at 420, not only that, we're officially will be into the Pluto retrograde area, okay, where we started the Pluto retrograde. And I told you guys we want to be there. It's been like years since we've fallen out of the Pluto retrograde area, okay? So I've been telling you guys for weeks, we want to get back in there, and this could be the time we get back in there. We break the 420 or the 408, and then again, the next level will be 420, okay? Right inside the Pluto retrograde. Now, remember, when Pluto goes out of retrograde, which is going to be in October, that's when I really think the market's going to really start recovering based on, if you guys saw that video, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go over all that again. But yes, guys, we're looking like we're heading the right direction. We even got a little W formation going on here. All right, so we could, which would bring us, around that 408 level. So that does look very realistic on the SPY, but it all comes down to that new moon news. We're going to take a look at that new moon later in this video just to get a really good idea of what the stars say in general. Let's check out AMC. The last video I put out on AMC regarding the full moon, look what I said. Okay, so yeah, we're looking like we're set up on AMC very nicely for a full moon pop. I'm thinking the pop could take us to the $16 level. Okay, so where did we go on that full moon pop? We went past 16 and we hit the next line that I have at 17, and then we fell back underneath it. So AMC made a beautiful move on the last full moon, which was outstanding. And now we're in that waning period. We're in those days where, the moon is dying, we're leading to that new moon, and we're dropping. All right. And that's totally fine. That's totally normal. What I want to see is, again, we might get a couple more drops, but then on that new moon, we get that data to shoot us right back up. Okay. So it looks like AMC could actually test this $13.38 level. We also have a trend line there, so it could be a little bit above that depending on how quickly we get there. But then on that new moon, I expect us to go back up potentially if we get bullish news. And we're definitely, to me, if we get bullish news, we're going to rip right past 16 and we're going to go right back to 17, okay? And then when I get super bullish is when we pass this $18.38 level, because that's the high so far on this waning period. And yes, that's this new moon. Looks like it's all about that news that we're going to get on Thursday, okay? Again, bearish scenario is going to be this 1338. If we get even more bearish than that, the next line would be around this 1224. Now, check this out, guys. How long was I talking about this eclipse over here? Okay, and this is why I knew AMC and the meme stocks were diverging against the SPY, because the eclipse was the bottom for the meme stocks, while the market that was not the bottom. Since that eclipse, AMC is up 57%, and it got all the way up to 88%, 86% since that eclipse. Okay, so again, I think that eclipse was the bottom. I don't think we're ever going to see that again, not unless we get just a complete collapse in the financial system. But AMC is looking good. AMC is moving up slowly but surely, and I'm looking forward to this new moon. And in the sign of Leo, I'm looking forward to Leo season in general, because Leo represents art. Leo represents the performer. What is AMC? Okay, it's literally the actress and the actors. Okay, that is absolutely 100% Leo energy. I guarantee Leos are going to be coming out with movies this season, and they're going to be bangers. All right, so I'm looking forward to what's happening in Leo season. Okay, but that's what's happening on this new moon cycle. And let's just say we do get past this $18 mark, headed into that full moon. My next line, guys, is around this $28 level. Okay, so we get bullish energy news on this new moon, this full moon pop, I'm looking at this $28 level. But hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll get there when we get there. Let's check out GameStop. You guys tell me, are you guys feeling the momentum in GameStop and AMC? Because I am. Since the eclipse on GameStop, we have gone all the way up to 108% since that eclipse. Right now, we're officially 83% up. But wow, guys, the eclipse, are you guys convinced or what that the eclipse was the bottom? Seriously, for the meme stops. But you guys know we've been choppy on GameStop in these levels, and I know we just had to split, but I just adjusted my chart and just put the lines back to where they were. But yes, we have been trading between these ranges for the longest time, and on that last full moon, we went up double phases, and look, we finally went above that line, which is now the $36 line. I feel like before it was like 140 or something like that. But now we're officially above it, and it looks like we're going to test it again next week. But again, I think we're going to get a little bit of drops into that report on Thursday, and it's all about the report on Thursday. For GameStop, I do think we're going to drop a little bit, and the lines that I think we might drop to is the support line right here. If we do get a nasty drop, which would be the high $31 level. If we get a nasty drop, then we're going to be going to the $28 level. However, leading into the new moon, if we do get a pop into that new moon, we could be around this, low 30s, but the pop into the new moon to me is going to take us right back to the $36 level, and then past that and testing this $40 level again. And then again, I'll be looking for us to be above that for the full moon launch pad. Okay. So again, it all comes back down to Thursday, but GameStop and AMC are looking way stronger than the market. The market is only at the 50-day average, while GameStop is sitting above the 50-day and the 200-day. So maybe if GameStop does experience a drop, it will get support around the 200 moving day average or the 50-day moving average, which would, put us around more like the $34 level. And it looks like the 50-day wants to cross the 200-day very soon. Okay, so the momentum is there, and we're following the moon phases. Okay, we're dropping into the new moon, and you know that algos love to make moves around those new moons, full moons, and obviously since we're getting that major data, if it's bullish, we go up hard. If it's bearish, we go down hard. If it's bullish, this new moon phase into the full moon is gonna be sexy. Okay, so let's check out this new moon and the regular stars for AMC to see what's good. You guys tell me what you think so far. What do you guys think about this week? What do you guys think about the news? What do you guys think about the meme stops? Are you guys still holding strong? Are you guys accumulating more shares? My idea here is to pick up more shares leading into this new moon. And if we get bullish news on the actual new moon, market open, I'm buying calls, okay? And if we get bearish news, hey, I might do the opposite. But you guys tell me what your plans are. You guys tell me what you guys think is gonna happen. If you guys tell me if you also think the eclipse was the bottom, because I really truly believe that. Do you guys think that the market is gonna see brand new lows? Are we gonna fall even lower than we have before? Or is the worst over, okay? But anyway, let's check out the new moon and the stars chart for AMC to see what's good. Okay, so the Moon Lords know what's good with this. We got the chart open for AMC, the astrology chart, and we're looking at Thursday, July 28th, 1:45 p.m. That's when the sun and moon will be conjunct in the sky together, which signifies a new moon. So it is taking place, first of all, in AMC's 7th house. 7th house is a house of relationships, one-on-one relationships, especially partnerships. And then it's taking place a loose opposition to AMC's ascendant, okay? Which ascendant is our persona, your projection, how you place yourself in the world, okay? So having a new moon hitting the ascendant opposition is going to be a new opportunity to re-identify with the world, to start new beginnings with yourself and new beginnings with relationships. This is in a relationship house. So this is a very opportunist type new moon for AMC when it comes to relationships and making deals. I do like that. It is making a sextile to Mars over here. And that's the only aspect it's getting on this new moon. And Mars is in the sign of Libra. What is Libra? The relationship sign. Okay, so again, this new moon phase is going to bring new opportunities for AMC to make business deals and relationships and partners. I am actually pretty bullish on that. But it could take some time to come into fruition, and this is why I say that. Juno, which represents partners as well in astrology, it has Saturn, which represents building foundations right on top of it, which to me would show there could be something in the background happening when it comes to relationships. But Saturn is retrograde, the R, going backwards, and that's the time of restriction, retuning, refining, going back on something. So we could be adjusting something with a current relationship and then presenting it when Saturn goes direct in a few months. I want to say if that's going to happen on October 28th or 23rd, which, remember, if you guys heard me before, I said that the market will enter the bullish period where Pluto goes out of retrograde around October. So we got Pluto going out of retrograde and Saturn going out of retrograde around October. Remember, Pluto is retrograde right on top of the USA's Pluto return. It takes 228 years for Pluto to go back to where it was when something was created, like the USA independence. So check this out. The fact that Pluto is going to go direct right on top of the Pluto on the USA, this is crazy, okay? That's going to be sudden changes, sudden ups and downs, power changes, the endings and new beginnings, okay? Saturn represents new foundations. It's happening on AMC's Juno, which shows new partnership. We have a new moon in the 7th house of partnership. We have it making a sextile to Mars in the partnership sign of Libra. Crazy, okay? Now look at some other stuff. I told you guys when Pluto over here was going to reach Venus, that would also show partnership, and that's around the time that AMC went into the gold business, okay? And that looks like it's still in play. That's still, the ending of that hasn't even gotten here yet. That's still going to be beneficial. That's still going to have major impact, and I won't be surprised if AMC joins other or takes or puts money in equity in other companies, okay? But we have a Pluto going retrograde on top of this Venus of relationships. When that goes forward, that's going to be very bullish. Look at this Venus over here. This Venus is making a opposition to AMC's Pluto, okay? This is crazy, okay? So we have a lot of Pluto-Venus energy going on here, which will definitely show lots of changes in money, lots of changes in relationships, lots of changes in branding, lots of opportunity, okay? So yeah, lots of Venus, Pluto, lots of opportunities for relationships, lots of changes in relationships. That is looking very favorable. Now, one thing I want to mention about this new moon is it's making a square to AMC's North Node. All right, so there's a little bit of things that AMC is going to have to do that's going to be a little tough, something that's going to be a little hard or you know, something that's a little stubborn happening with AMC that they're going to have to fix with this Leo making a square to the North Node, okay? So there could be a little bit of, you know, turmoil going on here in the near future with the company. I'm not going to lie. Another thing I want to say, someone brought this up in the Twitter. They said, do you think once the sun goes into Leo, it will be better for the market? Although Uranus, North Node, and Mars may scare them, right? And wrecken the market. And they said that because if you look at this, Mars, Uranus, and the North Node, they're all coming together, especially in a sign of Taurus, which literally represents the financial structures, okay? So Mars creates chaos, havoc, and Uranus literally creates, you know, explosions, you know, destruction of structures, okay? Taurus is that sign where it's all about things being fixated and fixed. Uranus wants to break that apart. Uranus with the North Node over here is going to become extra powerful. Uranus with Mars right here pulling up on it is going to be extra powerful. So this next couple of weeks, we could get some powerful changes in the financial system, and not it's going to create more chaos than structure with Mars and Uranus here, okay? But it's doing that to break the system, to eventually fix the system. We also look at AMC's the Jupiter in the sky making a conjunction to AMC's Uranus, which will show lots of volatility, okay? So sudden changes is going to be here. The choppiness is going to be here. Overall, I do like the new moon for opportunity with AMC's business partners, creating more business partners, creating more branding opportunities, creating more opportunities with the arts, with the aesthetics, bringing attention to AMC, bringing more eyes on AMC. Leo represents the artist. Leo represents the performer, the politician, the salesman. All right, this is all great energy for the movie chain space. Not to mention us as people, we're going to appreciate art more, having the sun in the art, or in the artist sign, in the performer sign. Like, we literally are going to want to get visual pleasure when the sun is in Leo. We're going to want to follow our heart. If we feel like doing something, we're just going to want to do it. We want to watch a movie, we're going to watch a movie. We want to go to theaters, we want to go to theaters. Okay? You want to buy AMC stock, you want to buy GameStop stocks, you're just going to do it. People are going to be following their hearts this Leo season. So get ready for a fight, because Leo's the lion. Okay, we got lions on this side, we got lions on that side. Leo season is gonna go hard, I guarantee it. I do like what I'm seeing with AMC is diverging against the market beautifully. You guys let me know if you agree with that. You guys let me know if AMC's the bottom was around the eclipse. If you guys think we're gonna keep heading up, if you guys think we're gonna squeeze this year, let me know. But if you guys appreciate this DD, want to see more like that, all you need to do is subscribe. Check me out at the Market Moonlord Discord for updates throughout the week. And of course, if you appreciate this video, I appreciate you for watching it and liking it. So until next time, I'm happy I'm back on video with you guys, and I'll be on video going forward. I'm gonna get my setup better and better as we go. But anyway, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'm Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon and Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. You're watching Market Moonlord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. Until next time, peace.
Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune.